What's up, guys? nethervvoid here with more DungeCraft Season 4, Episode 38 for you. Again, getting close to one of those download videos, or Episode 40 for the download, for the world download. So, I got a couple projects I want to work on today. We're going to be working on the ME system a little bit today. Let's just get started, because we have lots of stuff to do. But we won't be getting it finished today. We're just going to be working on it a little bit, because I have another project I want to do. Oh, I already had a thermal pile. Damn, you know what? Let's put this over in the thermal, in this project table, so I don't make another one and I already have one. There we go. So for this, we're going to need another ender chest, which I'm setting up here. You can see I wanted to get some of this out of the quarry. Actually, let's go change the quarry cells. I've been running that quarry like a mad dog that I showed you, and it's already eaten all the way through that volcano, and it's on its way to bedrock, basically. So I've been switching out these cells quite a lot, especially since this is a really large quarry. So, come on, run. I still haven't figured out how I want to do the power on this thing, because it does eat tons of power. And I'm not sending it through tesseracts, which would eat 25% of that power. So I need to find a better way to transport power. I think I can do it through an ender chest or something like that, but we'll see. I'll have to figure that out later. So I wanted to show you that because the one thing I'm going to be talking about pretty soon is that, as you can see, I'm sending basalt down into the trash because I already collected 30,000 units of it. I figure that's as much as I'll ever need. But one thing I noticed is this thing hit a dungeon. So you can see we've got cocoa beans, a chest, buckets, and other things like that. And what that's doing is eating up the space in these large drives. As you can see, 20 types are already used up. So I have a plan to fix that. Somebody mentioned something in the comments of the last video that kind of got me thinking about different sized discs and why you would need them. So that's partially that person's idea, and I'll probably, when I go off camera, I'll look up who that is. I'm sure I'll do an off camera period at some point. I also haven't encoded that chest yet because I wanted to show you I can use my terminal here to pull out those flowers. So we want, just put flower because we want some yellow flowers. We actually only need, we're really going to need 2 of these because I need 4 yellow. We only made 1 energy chest. I probably should make another one. That sucks because I really didn't want to do this on camera. I'm trying to keep most of this stuff off camera. We're also going to need wool, but we might as well do all this at the same time. We're going to need obsidian. Eventually I'm going to make a crafting recipe for this, or whatever they're called, pattern. We're also going to need an ender pearl. You know, I should make an automated way to make ender pearls too. That would be kind of cool now that I have this system set up. So there we go, another chest. Let's just put it right next to this other one. And we're going to need to get some orange, which I already have. We need 2 of those and some yellow. Again, that's kind of why I made that flower system, so I can make sure I didn't run out of dyes. So hold on a sec here. So here we go. Let's do 2 yellows and an orange. I wanted to use all yellow, but I already have that. That's beeswax. Oops, I thought you would do this, but you didn't. Did I just put that in there? Oh, I didn't. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's all set up now. We can take those with us. I'm going to show you the progress I've made in the nether with the bees. This has taken quite a while. I've been watching Season 2 of Jericho. I didn't know we only had like a season and a half. Apparently they canceled it after the first season. So that stinks. Luckily they brought it back because fans are so pissed. Now I do have my Apiarist shirt, Apiarist clothes on, and that's because if I come in here with these bees, I will get jacked up. So I've got this set up as we've already seen. I've got it going through this tesseract here. It's working pretty well. I've also got a stash of modest drones now because I switched this out. As you can see, I've produced a Sinister Queen, a purebred, and also a Finished Queen, purebred. That's the first 2 levels. The Sinister is the first level, and the Finished is the second level of, what are these called? Not demonic bees, something like that. They have a name. So I'm getting ready to produce a demonic bee, and as you can see, I've isolated Sinister again right here. That when they duplicate like this, when they double up, that means you have a purebred. So I'm going to put a purebred in here. Take these Sinisters, I bet you they fit in with these guys. Yes, they do. And I'm going to mix it with some fiendish drones, because I'm going to try to get a demonic. Actually, I already have a demonic, a purebred. I got it on accident when I was trying to make those other species. So let's go with that first. That should give us a demonic variant. Now, In the previous video I was kind of wrong. You can't see any traits on the queen. It's when she spits out the princess and the drone that you get the different traits that pop up through genetics. Okay, let's pull these out. Just throw them in here and get those things processed. So I don't need these yet. I will need them eventually. So I've got this thing all set up. You can see the room's slightly different because I had to add some more pipes down here to do some automation, just like in my main bee area. I also have set up 2 additional books. This goes to the main hive, which this is kind of a cool way to get around, actually. If you don't have a certain block that lets you get around within the same world, you can just port to the nether or any other world and then port out again. So like desert hives actually have a place set up here. Every once in a while when you're mixing up a new demonic type bee or nether bee and you mix it with one of these bees from a desert, it can have a chance to come out with some nether properties, but also not really work in the nether. It needs to be in a dry climate or have some sunlight or whatever it is. And so I come here to drop it in the desert, and I have nether wart here just in case it needs it. So that's why I have this hive here. I also have it loaded so that bee can work its little tail off. So I just come right back here. And also main hives, which we'll talk about in a sec. So what I need to do here is I want to set up some automation, because now that I have this fiendish bee, it kicks out ash, right? And my demonic bee is going to kick out glowstone. Those do not have to be processed. It kicks them out of the hive as is. Right now, if we look down here, I've got ash set up in the sorter here to sort into yellow into an ash ender chest here. Well, I'm going to pick that up because I don't want it here. There's no way I can do a feedback loop to tell those bees in the nether to shut off. So what I'm going to do is let's take this off of here and just let it build up. This won't wreck the system. It will stop the system from processing anything until I get this thing set up properly. So right now, ash could be sorting through here. It'll just stop the whole system up. So we got to kind of be quick about this. Let's pull this guy off. And let's pull his pipe out of here because we don't want it to screw up the system. Let's also get that backfilled. I don't have any... Do I have any of that brick? Apparently I don't. Do I have any in here? I don't. We're also going to need these brushes, so let's just get them out. We're going to need, I don't know, this guy and this guy, I guess. I'd like to have red, but the red brush is missing? Oh, it's over here. Let's do red and orange. I like to keep the colors just in the rainbow so that I never have to worry about how they're ordered. We won't need any default paths or anything because we're only sorting 2 items. So we need a diamond pipe as well, so I'm glad we're here. Gonna get in everything we need. Oh no, we don't need a diamond pipe. I'm doing this red power, and I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. We need to go back to our base. We've got most of the stuff we need here. Let's go back to base real quick, and here's a fast way to do it again. Come through the nether. Pretty cool, huh? So in my next season, I'll probably be setting that up pretty quick. That's a much faster way to travel. I'm gonna need to set up a thermopile. I can't put water in the nether, right? I can put ice. I did actually test this. It actually does work. Now, I don't know if it actually gives you energy. It's supposed to, and I've heard that it does when you use ice. I've just never had a way of actually placing ice. So this is going to be kind of new for me. So we've got everything we need now to set this system up. I actually have not done this in test worlds. It's going to be kind of interesting to do. Let's shut these bees off for now. Let's just say full energy pulse. Let's just do it. Can store energy because there's no energy storage here. There we go. So it turned them off. They're not pulsing anymore. Obviously, the bees are still going to operate just when they die out or produce anything. It will just stay inside the apiary like it has right here. That queen just died out. So now that it's shut off, we don't have to worry about things flowing through the system. So what I'm going to do, and I've kind of protected myself here. Now I'm exposing myself. And that sounds kind of hilarious, doesn't it? So what I need to do is try to do this quickly because I actually almost died doing this before, and it's really dangerous. Because there are ghasts everywhere, pretty much. They will kill me. They don't really care that I don't want to die. They will just be like, dude, you're dead. So the cobblestone will protect my structure, but it will not protect me. I will still get damaged, and I can die. So let's expand this out a little bit, this protected area here. And I think I did it without ghasts ever doing anything. Sweet. Obviously, this is not going to be BuildCraft anymore. What we're going to do is feed this directly into a relay. Again, nothing new here. This is how I do every kind of transition into from BuildCraft into Red Power. It's very simple. Very normal way of doing things. Again, it's going to be weird, I think, in my next season, I won't have access to red power, so that's going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's going to be something I'll have to get used to. Again, I'm kind of okay with it. I'm getting kind of... not really tired of red power. I'm just getting kind of sick of the... well, I don't really want to say that. It's just... the lack of updates is really bothering me. So what we're going to do... let's see. Let's put some more... we're just going to do... well, we don't want to do that. Well, I guess we don't need this then. I'm just going to do right down into the sorting machine right here. But before I do that, let's set the thermal pile up. This is going to be very interesting, won't it? How am I going to do that? How am I going to set this up? Well, I could do it like this. Let's see. I could have it side by side, right? It's going to be lava. Technically, I could set it up over there. Let's expand this room out one more time. I think I can actually get away with doing it over here. I just have to block off the lava. And I don't have to have all sides have some kind of lava or ice, because just having a little bit will be enough. It will generate some energy, just won't generate as much, and this thing won't be sorting all that much, so we don't really care. Alright, so I'm going to put my sorting machine down just so I can kind of visualize how this is happening. Again, this is all off the cuff. I have not actually practiced how I'm going to do this. So the intake is on this side, the output is on this side. So I want to put, well, that's not going to work either. I want to put these chests directly behind here so I can actually use this thing to turn this thing on and off. So I'm going to have to move this flower, which won't be an issue. I can just put it right there. Not a big problem. So probably put it in the diggers here. Running out of room. This happens quite often, doesn't it? There, let's just throw that down. I don't need it right now. Okay. Place the dirt. Again, this is why I'm saying we might not get to everything we want to get to today. So we need cobble here now. And I can get those later. Okay, so place the flower back down. We're in business. There we go. Okay, now I can place these chests exactly where I want them. So I'm going to put the glowstone... not anticipating that. Well, let's just raise this up again. Okay, let's just do this. Gotta anticipate the cactus being a problem. So, I mean, nothing's really using cactus anymore, but it's still good to have because I might want to do some more bees. The glowstone might be popping out, might not be popping out quick enough. Where did that go, actually? I didn't have room for it, probably, but it would have been in the diggers, right? Oh, it's right there. Let's put this back in there. There we go. But the glowstone might not come out fast enough, so I might actually have to come, bring another bee down here. So that'll work. Let's get the, well, is that it? I think this is the ash one, right? Looks like it. There we go. Well, I don't want it to pump directly in there. That's not what's supposed to happen. If I put it on top, the same thing's going to happen. So, I'm going to have to do something else. Let's see. Let's get that wood before it decides it feels like dying here. Great. What the... oh, I can put the beealizer away. I don't technically need it right now. Alright, cool. Alright, so... also, I can throw this stuff can get thrown away. Right here. Okay, so... how am I going to do this? Because it can't go right above, because then that's going to screw this up again. Do I have any room down here I can put that? Not really. I could kind of put it right there. Let's just move this. It'll be close enough, I think. 6 by 3, right? It should be close enough. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so let's put this down here and put this on it and be done with it. Good. Alright, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put some cobblestone. Well, I don't even need that. Let's just put... see, that sucks, because now I can't use those. How am I going to do this, guys? How am I going to do this? I've got to use... because I don't want to turn these into iron, right? But I can't connect them, because then it'll screw it up. Then the items could flow right into the chest. I don't want that. That's interesting. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it that way. I might have to have them back here. Let's just look at how many iron gates we have. Let's not be stingy here. Okay, we have just enough. That'll work. Now let's move these again. Probably running out of space. Yes. Be careful. Be careful. Okay, we're going to put chests there. So let's put this stuff, I don't know, right here, I guess. For right now, this is fine. Alright, Digger's backpack again. Again, this is taking forever, sorry. Was not my intention. It just is what it is, and there's not a lot I can do about it. This is what happens when you plan stuff. And again, when the Digger's backpack! Come on, man! Seriously, come on! Jeez. You know what? We're just throwing stuff down. We don't even care now. Go away. Go away. Alright, you're there, and you are over here, and you're like this. And then I can drop these now, and they'll go in the Digger's backpack. Alright. Go in the Digger's backpack. Hurry up. Give me that. I've got space. Give me my flour, damn it. Seriously? And there it goes into the great beyond. I'm getting sick and tired of this, guys. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to get another flower. Let's just do it now before I forget. I'm sure I'll forget, and everything will go to hell. Okay. Grabbing a flower. Let's see. Flower. Oh, there we go. Let's just use that guy. Okay, cool. So, we're only half an hour into this video. Apparently, this is going to be all about automating demonic bees, because we're not getting a lot else done. Alright. No, you want to be up here, don't you? Oh, there it is! Great. Cactus, you want some free flowers? Here you go. Alright, let's get the nether wart, and we'll be done. Boom. Okay. Finally, we're all done. Oh, no! Get off it! Wrong button. Alright, so we are ready. Now we're going to place these down, finally. Let's put this guy here. And we'll put this guy here. Like so. That's the wrong chest. Let's put the ash one down. Which would be this guy. Cool. Alright, now we can set up some structure pipes here. So we can run some wire. And get the system all set up. So let's do this. Oops. There we go. Let's get some wire out. That probably would have been smart. Let's get our gates as well. Because we might as well do this all at the same time. Yeah, you know what? I should have put these other ones away. This is what I really don't like working with such a limited amount of inventory space, but it is what it is. When you get these many mods, you just get this many. There's not a lot you can do. Let's break these, because now we got to switch these out. Of course, I have nowhere to put them. And again, let's just clear some stuff out. I'm getting tired of moving all that junk. Alright. So, now we need wooden transport pipes but we need to replace them with these iron autarkic gates. And then we're going to put regular iron there, and we're going to put pipe wire. There we go. Perfect system. Except these are going to connect. Crappy. Damn it! Fine, we'll put it over here. Man, this system's being a big pain in the butt. Why are you being such a pain? Why you gotta do this to me, bro? Again, we gotta move this. Now, I don't think there's anything over here, so I need to be careful. But, luckily, soul sand does not fall. There we go. Nether wart again. Boom. And, again, fill it with this. Okay. Slight change of plans here. Again, this is what happens when you don't plan it out, but oh well. I'm okay with it as long as you guys are. I can put a gold pipe here now, which is nice. Probably don't want to lose my portal gun. Let's put these away. Damn! Come on, guys! Actually, I'm gonna need that. Actually, I won't now. I can use all gold pipes now for that. Because they won't touch, so let's just get rid of this one too. I like gold pipes because they move things faster. Not that it really matters in this system, but, you know, whatever. So, gold pipe there. We're all good. And probably going to need to move this now. What? What's going on here? That's interesting. Oh, okay, it did pull it out. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to hook this sucker up, give it some space here. This was the edge of our thing, so we're gonna have to build this out as well. That can die. I don't really care where it goes. So this is gonna be the interesting part right here. If I'm gonna get killed, it's gonna be right now. And of course, I drop the diggers when I actually need it. Let's put that in there in case I die. Okay, man, this is just me building crap. I got crap all over the place. I don't need you anymore. Alright. I promise this will be over shortly. Okay, here we go. So we've got our space now. We might as well break out some of this too. Actually, not that. Okay, so how'd this work? We got apiarist pipe here. Right, like that, and we've got a gold pipe here, and soon we will pick those up. Come on, gold pipes. Gold pipe there, gold pipe there. Because we only need one iron pipe here, right? This is going to only have one flow. So we're going to say anything, and we're going to say any bees, that's fine, and then we're going to hook this up. Our wooden pipe, and our Otarka gate, finally. So now we need a structural pipe, which I put away. Let's see. Alright. Structural pipe. And so this is pretty much exactly the same. I just didn't want those pipe wires to touch. Now, there are different colors of pipe wire. I just didn't make any. Because I've never been in the situation where I actually needed to make it. But that you can get like blue and red so they won't touch. And that's really probably the better way to do it. I'm just too lazy right now to go do it. And I don't want to waste camera time doing it. So that's just going to be, it is what it is, right? So we've got a little bit more of this we can throw away now as well. Let's get these while we still can. So that system's pretty much set up again. So what we're going to say is inventory, space and inventory, pipe signal, okay? That's going to keep these guys running. So if we're getting a pipe signal, then I want you to pulse. That will clear these guys out. So let's just put this guy in there. And we'll put well, we can't put his item in there. It'll probably go right here. But let's put, actually, didn't I want to turn this off? Because I don't know what it's going to do. Well, let's see if this works, right? We'll be able to tell. Oh, I can't put it in there, so it will work, trust me. Let's turn it off for now. Let's say pipe signal off. We're going to do the same thing here, because this thing's not full. But we're going to say if it is full, if there's space in inventory, pipe signal. Because most of the time there's not going to be space. So we're going to say no red pipe signal pulse. We're doing the same thing over here. But let's see if this works. There are no items in there, so I'm not worried about it. Let's just make sure it works. So it's piping them out. It should go right back in. And any items are going to go right into the sorting machine right there. That actually probably gets stuck, but that's fine. So you can see it recycled the bees just great. So let's turn this back to no pipe signal. Okay, so that's all set up. We got that system set up. This one's going to have demonic bees in it. Right now it just has fiendish. Oh, that should be fiendish, should be over here. Right? So these are supposed to be fiendish. This will be demonic over here. Right? For now, it's going to be sinister just because I don't care. But demonic will eventually be here. This is going to be where we're building the demonic bee until it's all set up. It's all ready to go. Once it is, I'll move the sinister to here because now I don't need a lot of extra sinister. But once I do, I'll probably automate this to run like a regular bee system, just to keep feeding me sinister bees, just so I can build up a nice supply of them. So anyway, that part of it's set up. What we're going to do now is we have to pipe this stuff back to these systems, right? We have to give these guys items, or it's not going to work. So this is where it's going to get slightly hairy, because again, I need to expand this room a little bit. There we go. Where is my shovel? It's upstairs. Okay, well, let's just do this then. Not that it matters, I just like to have it kind of all looking the same, and this is one way I can do it. You can hear all the freaking ghasts. When you spend this much time in the nether, the ghasts just build up like crazy. So, they just get out of control. Okay, there we go. So, we're going to feed it up there. So now that we've got that, we can finish our piping system here. So this should be pretty obvious what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint that one, and I'm going to paint this one. And you have to leave one space for paint. So the red is going to be the first one right there, and then obviously this is going to be orange. Now, if I want to add another one, which there's no reason to, there's no bee that spits out anything else, I can, but I don't need to. In fact, let's put this down a little bit so I can walk through here without getting... Oh, I can't. That's the bottom. Let's run it over this way then, because I can't walk around right now. Which means that it's going to be slightly opposite here. We're going to have red be this other one, so I need to repaint this. So there we go. Okay, so this will be orange, right? And this will be red. I like red to be first in the system. There we go. So now I can set this up. So we're going to want it like that, and we're going to want it like so. We don't want a default. And ash is going to be orange, right? And then red is going to be glowstone, which we're going to have to go get one out of the other system. I already did have a little bit of glowstone come through because when I was messing around, like I said, trying to get fiendish and sinister, I did mutate a demonic strain for a little while, so I did get a couple pieces of glowstone out of the hybrids. So I just stored it in there and kind of fixed it up so it'd work. Did I take the glowstone out of here? We don't want the glowstone sorting in here. No, I didn't. So the glowstone will no longer sort there. Let's actually just pull this out completely. So there we go. Let's go back to our system. Again, this is pretty much taking the whole time. So this is going to be automating my nether bees, really. So, all right, let's stick this thing in there under red. Boom, glowstone. Okay, so we're all set as far as the sorting system is concerned. Let's just put that in there. Plenty of ash. This should be pretty sweet. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to set up my what's this thing called? Thermal pile. I can probably put the lava there. That's what I'm going to do. In fact, I'll just open this up so I can see that there's lava there. Put the thermal pile here. I think I can put the glass there. Let's just expand this room a slightly more. Oh, see, here we go. And there we go. That's going to destroy that thing. Let's close this up real quick. That will destroy items, obviously. Oh, there we go. And, oh, yeah, you didn't make it there, bud, did you? Okay, so I can put ice there. It might melt, but I don't think it will. But just in case, let's do that to make sure the ice doesn't melt. So we got 3 pieces of ice, right? If it melts, it'll just disappear. So there we go. There's the ice. I wonder if it'll explode when it melts. I don't think it will, but I could be mistaken. Let's get a bucket of lava out. I mean, we have lava all around, but this is just an easier way to do it. Oh. Okay. Oh, 2 buckets. So there we go, lava. Let's put that one back. Okay. So that's easy enough. We're all set up with the thermal pile. I want to see if it generates electricity. Bluetricity. I'm sure it will. But no, you can't really be sure until you look. I've never actually done it this way. Also, how am I going to get that out? Oh, I can't right-click it. I have a bat box. I have a bat box. So let's see what this bat box says when I let it get ready here. So I think we're ready. I think I'm ready to set the system up now. I can put some extra glowstone. Again, we're getting combs coming through. Oh, that's right. We still have to set up this thing, don't we? So we have to say there is a default path. Right? Or actually, we can just set it up. And we need to do, let's see, where do we do this? We're doing it right here. This is going to be interesting. We're going to need covers to do this. Instead of reworking this, I'm just going to put covers in. So, we're going to need a cover here. Right? And that's very unfortunate. We're going to have to break this. And put... There's a thing where when you... Oh, great. Oh, it just went back in. I'm going to need... Oh, that's why. That's okay, break this. Okay. Now it's just freaking out, saying I don't know where to put this. It's fine. Let's just reroute this. So, when you hold shift, it actually turns the position of whatever you were going to do. And that's not going to work. That is not going to work. Let's do it like this. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Now I can put it back. Actually, that's not going to work, because I need to give it power. Damn it. This system is so broken. Let's see. I can go that way. That won't work either. Alright, I think I have some extra space. We're just going to have to make extra space. Hopefully it doesn't melt. Okay, let's also get some blue electric cable out. I'm going to need it. I should have some. Oh, there it is. There's a ton. Okay. Let's get the sucker back down. I think I know where I want everything. And I'm also going to need my screwdriver again. There we go. Okay, let's get the sucker set up. There we go. Again, I don't think there needs to be a default path in this thing. Where did I put the items? They go in the digger's backpack? Probably. Everything goes in there. Maybe they're in the miner's backpack. One of these backpacks. Yep, it ate them. Alright, so ash here. Orange. Glowstone here. Red. Is it red this way? Yes. Okay, cool. We're still set up. Alright, so I'm going to hook this pipe up in a slightly different way. It's going to come up this direction. It's going to obviously go in here. Right? But that's going to come out this way. And I can put a cover there. Alright? But I need to leave space to connect that thing right there to power. Technically, I could do it over here. That's probably actually a better way to do it, so let me do that. Actually, yeah, duh. That is the best way. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. I want one right there. Oh, I could? Okay, cool. Okay, we can do this. Sweet. So this is just on the fly. Ah, crap! How come it won't go in there? Oh, there we go. Okay, so everything else that doesn't have a color will just make its way this direction. The problem is going to be, I do need to set this as the default because... And so let's get another color. Let's get white. Because if it's closer, it will go there first, even if it's red. Like if it's marked red, if it's a closer path, it will go there. And I'm kind of thinking it is a closer path. So that is why we're going to need this white. So let's go make the default path white here. This is a little over even now, but that's fine. This thing's almost set up. We'll test it. And then this thing will be good to go. So we want white to be there. We'll just extend it down so we know what's going on. So we'll say white is default. So everything else will flow that direction. So let's see how this thing's doing. Yes, it's generating electricity. Or bluetricity. That's good. Let's lay in our cabling here. And let's power this thing up. How am I going to get in there? Very good question. Well, let's hook it up first, I guess. So, like this. Very simple. What's cool is this thing's already set up. Oh, it won't go on glass. Okay, well, it'll do this. Let's put a cover here. And I can do this. Because I'm smart. Okay, there we go. Now we should have some power. We're going to have to put this white back on. Actually, the white's still there. Sweet. Alright, so this thing should have power. There we go. It's all set. It's ready to test. Always test these systems, especially the ones that sort, because they're... First of all, they're complicated, but secondly, if you screw it up, your system will be screwed. It'll never work, and you won't figure out why. So let's just pump in some of this glowstone and see what happens. Okay, good. Red. Perfect. Now let's do the ash. It should also do the same. Cool. Ash, orange, going down the system. Great. It's exactly how it should be. So the last thing we're going to put through here is the simmering combs, because remember, combs are going to come through here too. Also, bees will come through here. They will get thrown into the system. That is actually a bad thing. But I shouldn't get any extra bees because all the extra... Oh, I will get actually extra bees. That's okay. I'll split it off when I go up there. Right now, it's not a big problem. I'll do that. I'll deal with that later. So these get their default because they don't fit any other criteria. They move in here. They get piped through. And they're already actually gone. So perfect. Let's get this out of here. So that's the system. It's all nice and neat now. And let's turn it back on. Make sure it's working. It's actually not what we want. And it piped out. It should be coming up this direction. There it is. Perfect. That's exactly how I want it. Now I've got a good feedback system, and I can connect these to my ME system and have all the kind of glowstone I want. And also I can start using this ash to do some of those cool things like bituminous peat or what's the other one? A better way to make fertilizer. with that system. So there we go. Let's pump this stuff out. Oop, can't see you. So we probably can't see it come through here. There we go. We see it coming through. It got pumped out. It's going up. It's going to get sorted into the main system over in the regular world, overworld. So that's the system. That's the my nether bees almost ready to do. Well, I'm ready for the automation anyway, but almost ready for those demonic bees. They're almost in place. Just really trying to isolate them. I'll show you when they're done, and I'll just pop them in there. We won't have to do any other automation. We're cool. So, ooh, see, there we go, demonic princess. Let's check her out real quick, as well as these drones. And oh, we can't. Let's just pop that in here. They do get sorted out rather quickly. We're going to need the beealizer for that. We can put some of this other stuff away at the same time. Beealizer. Let's put that also in this sucker. Let's just put this stuff away so I can actually look at the beealizer stuff. There. I haven't used that stuff in so long. Okay, beealizer. What'd I get? Demonic Sinister. Perfect. Okay. So hopefully we got something with the demonic strain. Yes, we do. Even though it's inactive, it's still worthwhile to keep, to use it. So let's see what I have. I think this is Demonic Sinister would probably be better. So let's throw these two in. It's probably easier to get a demonic strain out of that and let that guy keep working. This one, I'm just going to throw these on this cactus. Actually, I should save these. In case I get some regular Sinisters and they're not demonic hybrids, I can throw these in instead. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode. A little bit long, showing you kind of what I've been working on. We will get to the ME system in the next episode. I really want to work on the ME system because there's a lot of cool stuff I want to do. We can build something real quick. I do want to verify something that one of my posters said. Let me go look at who it was. It's not like these things are getting a lot of comments. So this should be easy enough. On the ME crafting video. So Brian Greenfield said holding an empty storage cell in your hand and shift clicking it will get you back to underlying components. So let's check that out. The next thing I want to make is actually something that uses the second cell here. So let's actually make it. It's a much smaller storage cell. It's the second one right here. It's the 4K one. The reason I want to do this is if you can see, every one of these still has 63 types. And the problem I'm going to have, this is blowing it a little bit, but I have a lot of stuff that I want to craft that I'm not going to necessarily want multiple stacks of. And so it seems kind of dumb to stick them in this huge cell, which is going to have lots of wasted space, right? Because the types will build up, but all that extra space will go to waste. So I'm going to make a few of these smaller ones and just put stuff like one stack of, I don't know, chests or something like that, right? But this one will let me store up to 4 stacks of each of the item I put in here. So I'm going to craft this sucker. So redstone, the cell I just made, the segment there, glass and iron, that's very, very simple recipe there. I probably should make crafting things for this, but for now I'm not going to. I'll leave that for another episode because, again, making plans at this point is kind of stupid because I am going for the ME crafting system. So if you hold it in your hand and shift and then left click, or right click, sorry, it splits it up. So I get the storage segment back and a storage cell housing, which I can use to combine it with another size cell. So if you do figure, oh no, I built too small a one, or you build small ones first, just to, because you don't have enough crystal to build the large ones, you can do that. And so that is cool. And I'm sorry I said that. I did not know that. So I really appreciate those kind of comments. If you guys have comments like that, if you can teach me something, I definitely appreciate it. Plus, I can also reiterate it out to anybody who doesn't read the comments or didn't read the comments, because it teaches them as well. So I'm going to go stick this in here, and next time we meet, I will be talking about how to use these smaller cells to kind of put in your little your subsystem items that you're only going to have like 10 of or 15 of. You don't want a huge cell and use up all that crystal to generate. So also I wanted to show you, we've got tons of crystal for next time. I always push X over 2 stacks with more on the way. So we're going to have plenty to build out the rest of the ME system. I'm itching to do it because you can see I'm not processing any ores right now. So I'm going to have to be doing that by hand once I run out. I'm getting kind of close to running out of iron here and also gold. So anyway, I'll be back next time, episode 39, hopefully working on the ME system, maybe getting that last demonic in there. The demonic strain done. I'm sure it'll be done. And I'll see you guys next time. Stay frosty.